welcome back to my channel, Glow Up with Fashay, and happy Vlogtober again. Today I'm coming at you with a paranormal experience video. I told you guys I have tons and tons and tons of stories for you guys that I would like to share during this spooky season, and I feel like this is the right time to do it, you know? So let me get these stories out because it's therapeutic talking to you guys as well and telling you these stories because, listen, some people think people are crazy when they have these experiences, you know, especially when they have them consistently. So this is a long time ago, okay? Years ago, honey. I was like young, okay? So I was but I used to spend the night with an ex-partner years ago, and he had a vacation house in Long Island. He used to rent out the vacation home on the property. It was like a mansion, and then it was a vacation home. He used to rent out the vacation home. So I was so young. Oh my God, I was like early 20s. But so I used to spend the night there, and I just felt the energy was like weird in this. It was like a little guest house, had a kitchen, bathroom, upstairs, downstairs, but it was tiny, but it was a house. I just felt the energy was like really weird. It was a lot. I feel like it was a lot, and at that time my ex-partner did not believe me in some incidences, or some incidents, not incidences. You know what I mean? But he didn't believe me sometimes. So let me go back. So at night, it would be 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. I used to get awakened by someone coming up the steps. So how the steps is literally right here to the bedroom. This is the bed, so we can hear somebody if somebody's coming up the steps, and then they have to turn to go into the bedroom. Literally almost every night I woke up at 2 a.m., 3 a.m. in the morning hearing somebody come up the steps, and nobody was there, right? Except me and my ex-partner. So that was weird, and I always used to tell him, like, hey, I hear somebody coming up the stairs, you know, he probably thought I was crazy, I don't know. But I heard somebody come up the stairs multiple times, like, oh my God, multiple times. So that wasn't even the kicker. So I used to feel things, like feel when somebody's staring at me, or just to feel an uneasy feeling. So one day he left, and I was there by myself. He went to work, and I was there by myself. And it was Lady Gaga? Oh, it was a Madonna song. It was a Madonna song that came out. And it was like, please don't tell me this. I think it was Please Don't Tell Me to Stop. I love that video. So the music video was on. This is the time when music videos were popping. You know, when you sit there and you watch music videos all day, that was that time. And I got up and I started dancing to it. I started dancing to the video because whatever. I started dancing to the video by myself, vibing. And he left like probably an hour. So an hour later, I heard under his bed a toy went off. So a toy played music. So I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on? Excuse my language, but I was like, what's going on? What the F? What's going on? So I go down, and it's like a ball type of toy with lights on it. And it's like lighting up and going crazy and playing music and keep turning on to different songs. And I'm like, so I panic. I call him and I'm like, hey, like, I haven't heard this toy go off. I was with you all weekend. You just went to work. An hour later, this toy randomly pops on, and it's going crazy right now. He hears it, and I'm like, the lights is going on and off, and he's like, the batteries haven't worked in that in like years. I thought the batteries was dead. And I'm like, excuse me? Sir, what? The batteries what? Died? Are you fucking kidding me? And I'm like, well, it just came on now, so can somebody please explain this to me? So I took the batteries out. At that point, I was scared shitless. I was just terrified. I wanted to leave, but I was so far out that I couldn't even get back to where I'm living. So I'm like, and Ubers wasn't out, Lyfts wasn't out at this time. The only thing I had to take was the damn train, and I don't take the trains like that. So I was like, oh God, I'm stuck here. Okay. So that was just like terrifying, because he was like, the batteries went out, Ben died on it. How did this happen? I'm like, I don't know. Like, I literally was minding my business. And it came on. So that was freaking weird. So at that time, I was like scared. I used to hear things fall in the house. I used to hear little things, you know, fall, hear footsteps, even to the point that it felt like an imprint on the bed at night. Like somebody sitting down at the foot of the bed sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes that you can feel like an imprint of somebody sitting on the bed. And I just put the cover over my head. I did not want to say hello or how are you or who are you. I didn't care. I'm like, leave me alone, and I'll leave you alone, okay? So then I remember hearing, I don't know if I said this in my other story time, but I remember hearing a cat meowing at the door like every night. Then it was a cat meowing, keep meowing every night at the door. And I'm like, I said to him, I said, who cat is that? What is? He was like, what cat? What are you talking about? I'm like, so my cat keeps freaking crying. And he was like, I said, do your landlord own a cat? He was like, yeah, but his cat died 2 weeks ago. He was like, I don't hear anything. I'm like, even a cat is like haunting me? Like, what? What is going on? I'm like, what? Huh? He was like, his cat died 2 weeks ago. And I was hearing the damn cat for 2 weeks almost, crying at the damn door at 3 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. So this was another thing. Then I heard that the guy was an antique dealer. He was an antique dealer. He owned a shop, a huge shop. His place was really, you know, profitable. So he brought antiques into his house. He made a lot of money because he had a mansion and a vacation home. So he got a lot of money. But I've heard from what he told me that the wife used to see things, hear things, and she kind of like turned into an alcoholic, and it kind of maybe drove her crazy. And she was in and out the, you know, the mental hospital or whatever, which was kind of horrible because I was hearing things and on that property as well, so I can, like, you know, confirm that, hey, she wasn't crazy, because I hear these things and I'm not seeing, but I'm hearing these things, that things are going off and things on the property. And like I said before, my grandmother and my mom is an antique dealer, so I knew that strange things can happen once you bring used things in your home with antiques and things. So yeah, so that was different, a different story. And then so let me fast forward. So I bought tarot cards because I wanted answers at that time. So I bought tarot cards and I brought it over to his house. Bad idea. Bad idea. Okay, so I was just playing around. So I was like, hey, who's here right now? Talk to me. Tell me who's here. And he was right there, and I think he was scared. I was like, tell me who's here right now. And I'm shuffling the card. I said, I'm gonna pull it up. Answer me right now. Who are you? Pulled out the card. The first card that came up was the devil. I'm getting goosebumps telling the story. I'm like, whoa. I don't play that demonic shit. I don't play with demons. I don't play with devils. It's something that I don't do. So I dropped it. I'm like, ooh, I need to go. I need to go right now. Like I need to dip. So at that time I did not go over there for a while because I was scared. Like I was like, no freaking way, and I didn't want nothing following me and nothing like that. What is going on? So he had it was basically furnished when he got there, the place. He told me he was like looking through the drawers and stuff like that, his dresser. He never heard anything. He never seen anything. I guess because, you know, some people have that gift, some people don't, whatever. He was looking through his drawers and his dresser, and he found something deep in his dresser. He found like 3 bullets and black and white army picture of a white male with a rifle in his hand. So I don't know if it was this guy that was haunting the place, if that was his dresser, because like I said, the guy was an antique dealer, so you know, he probably bought stuff and furnished it to rent it out. It probably wasn't his stuff. So the stuff in there was probably already used. Then the stuff in his place, in his mansion, was already used. So it was like, I don't think it even was the property. I think he brought certain things in. So maybe it was this army guy that was bothering me and messing with me, because he knew I had the gift to hear things and see things or whatever. So he was like, okay, let me appear to her and try to communicate, whatever the case may be. But I didn't mess around with that anymore. So that was just like a creepy as hell experience, and I don't want to go through that again, because that scared the living crap out of me. I'm getting uncomfortable talking about it right now. But it was very creepy. It was very scary. Yeah, so that was one of the story times that I wanted to share with you guys that I did not get into full details, and this is the full detail story time for Vlogtober. And I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe to my channel, thumbs up this video, and check out my other videos. And I'm going to be vlogging soon as well, as soon as I get some excitement in my life. All right, bye bye.